Hello, 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 my beauties. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, my hair is lopsided. Oh my gosh, I am really happy today. I just did a presentation um, about how I was able to travel for 6 months on a budget and with only carry-on, with only carry-on. So I just did that. That's why I was like put together, and I thought I would come live on YouTube for my Sunday Live, which I am back to doing. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Viv. I'm a meditation teacher and holistic stress coach, trained in all sorts of wonderful woo-woo things. And I'm also very interested in intuition. And so I have today what we're going to actually do. Hold on, let me put it together. Not an unboxing, but I really encourage my viewers to learn how to deepen their intuition. And so I'm going to show you, because you guys know I'm traveling. And so I wanted travel size. Can you see that this is really pretty small? Don't let this scare you, because the eye is kind of scary looking. I think it is for dragon, but this is the Pocket Animal Spirit deck, the mini deck, okay? The Wild Unknown is the author of The Wild Unknown, which is a hugely popular deck. This is the Animal Spirit, the pocket version. And again, that weird looking eye that is creepy, I think goes to the dragon card. Okay. And it's by Kim Kranz. But I love this, like, what do you even call that? Holographic. I love it. I love it. I love it. So it comes in a tin. I just ordered it from Amazon. It's fairly small. I'd say it's like an inch and a half or an inch and three quarters. Comes in this tin. It's metal tin. And this is what it looks like. So for travel, it's small, but again, you're dealing with metal. I don't know. I probably will keep the tin because it is so cool. And I don't think it was particularly expensive. So again, if you're interested in different decks, and then these symbols, I think some of them are her symbols because, um, it's like air, water, fire, and the full circle is spirit. She has these categories of the cards, and it comes with this wonderful little guidebook. Okay. So again, pretty small. I don't know if you can see, like, I'll bring it closer to me so you can see, because if I hold it like that, but yeah, it's pretty small. Okay. So it's the Animal Spirit Guidebook, but the pocket version. So, and then she's got the symbols on the back that she uses again for, let me actually tell you guys, say hi in the chat. So earth, water, fire, air, and spirit are how she categorizes the animals that she uses. So I'm just going to shuffle. That's how small it is. Okay. Hello. Hey, welcome. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I am Viv. I do readings depending on my schedule. I am very, very intuitive. I mix them into basically all my services. So when I'm teaching meditation or whatever I am working on, the intuition is there. But let's just look at this deck. Hello. Hey. Hey, homeschooling mama. It's nice to see you. All right. And a quick request, homeschool mama. If I had sent out an email asking, I'll email you, but yeah, I'll just email you. Uh-oh, is someone whining? Yeah, what I would like to do, even though I know it's a busy time of the year, is get testimonials from those who took the Soulful Mindfulness program, which wrapped up about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, if you were in the program, if you could send a quick 2 or 3 sentences about what benefits you got. Hold on, I have to pay attention to a little fur. Yeah, no, okay, don't get my hand covered with saliva. Okay, go sit down. They look at me. Yeah, I know. I'm in here talking to somebody. It's strange. There you go. Good boy. Don't touch anything. So, yes, if you took soulful mindfulness, I mean, just keeping it general. No, honey. No, no, no. No, no. I have to do the firm voice. Hold on, guys. No. I don't know that worked. We're doing intuition now. We're doing intuition now. Hold on. Let me check something. Guys, I'm going to mute myself for 1 second. I will be right back. So stick around if you do want to. I'm going to do mini readings. And these cards are new to me, so I do have to look things up. Hold on, I'm going to mute. Okay. All right. They calm down. They calm down. So, yes, yes, yes. What you liked about soulful mindfulness, please, please, please. I meant to send out an email just asking participants in the program to kind of give me what they liked and what they didn't like. But I think so. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. We're looking at this deck. I'm going to shuffle it. I'm just going to show you a bunch of them. So how many cards? Hang on, guys. It's published by Harper One, so Harper Collins. So Kim Kranz, she did the Wild Unknown deck, which was hugely popular like 3 years ago. How many cards? So I am going to pull. So it's sort of a shamanic deck. It's using animals for, she tries to talk people out of the whole spirit animal because we would have more than one. But I'm just going to show you. Look at what's at the bottom in case you're interested in this deck. Buffalo. I really like that one. I'll just show you some of them. So it's not a full unboxing. Unboxing, I think they show all of them. So I am very much interested in the natural world and feel connected and can connect into spirit allies. And so I really like this deck. I also like the art on it. Check that out. Let me know which one you like after I hold up a bunch of them. This is Butterfly. So I think Kim Kranz is the artist and people just really liked her style. It's a little bit different, right? You can really see, of course, AI can imitate anything, but it's human drawn. Look at Vulture. Vulture probably has to do with letting go. Okay. Let me shuffle. But then I will do readings. I'll pull a card just to get some practice. This is Bat. Bat gets a really bad rap in our society. Let me know which one you like. This one I got recently for myself, Cosmic Egg. This is in the spirit category. You see the circle at the top. Isn't that pretty? So animals in many cultures, South America, Africa, Asia, animals were watched by our ancestors and they would see the traits they have, like buffalo, clearly, right? Strength, power, groundedness. Probably they would say like a masculine energy. Nightingale, right? The quality of air, singing out its song. They would basically, spiritual traditions would look at the animal and assign it, this is its medicine. Clearly, right? Look at nightingale. Let me hold it up again versus eagle, right? The symbol of the United States is an eagle. When you look at an eagle, first of all, it's a large bird. Okay. I don't know if you know, eagles are like really, really large. They're big birds. They're almost a little scary looking. They definitely, you get power. When you see an eagle, a full grown eagle, you get power. Their talons are very big and strong, right? So that was chosen. It has a certain medicine, it's called, versus a little nightingale, right? Different energy. So if you're just joining, I'm just showing a deck that I just got because I am traveling. I'm mobile. And so I wanted little cards. So it came in this really pretty box. But then I will be drawing for you guys, and I probably will have to look it up. So questions, comments? So Bev is here. Ms. J. Lee is here. Homeschooling Mama is here. Scarlet Moon is here. Oh, let's see what Scarlet Moon has something to say. I pulled a card from this very deck about 30 minutes ago. Okay, that is wild. That is wild because it's my Sunday live, and I had promised that I would show because I got two decks. All right. Scarlet Moon, I got two decks, and so it's been a couple days since I said I was going to show this one. Octopus keeps coming up. I keep shuffling and it's at the bottom of the deck. Isn't that, again, as an artist, I really, really like her style. It's kind of moody. It's kind of gothic. I love the ink work, the line work on it. It's always sort of black and white with just a little bit of color, right? Like, let me show you Bat again, right? She put the bat in red to stand out from the black. Okay. Hey, if you're just joining, I decided to go live. Again, there's other folks live, and I'm like, you know what? The channel is about different things. My channel is about spirituality, primarily Eastern spirituality. That's where I'm drawn. It is open to all. I generally aim to speak to women. I talk about chakras. I talk about energy healing. I do talk about wellness, and I'm going to be talking more about wellness as soon as I get it together. I say get it together because I just basically, you know, was packing up my apartment. It was really, really a big deal. Got rid of all of my stuff, decades of stuff. So for me to record videos for you, about wellness, I need to be in a steady environment and plan them out and edit them as well. So these lives are easier to do. Speaking of, let's do swan. I love swan. In my previous paintings, I often would include swan. My mother loved swans as well. And I only say that because she would crochet. She would crochet swans. I still don't know how to crochet. Do you guys crochet? Do any of you crochet? So swan, I tend to link for me with the heart chakra. Okay. Very much with love, sweetness, a delicacy, a higher, very soft, very feminine energy. If you hear a strange noise, that is not me. Who else is here? Hi, Catch. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me pull a few more. Let me know, though, which card you like best. So Scarlet Moon, Homeschool Mama. Of the ones I've shown buffalo, beaver, octopus, eagle, swan, nightingale, bat, cosmic egg, vulture. Which one have you liked? Which one did you think was interesting visually? And then I will pull a card, and I will pull in the order. Hold on. Okay, Homeschool Mom, I love that swan, also the cosmic egg. Yes, that's so funny because I had to go back to YouTube to see your comment, Homeschool. Let me get back over here. Yes, the swan one. It is really beautiful because they're playing on the reflection of the swan in the water. Love that. And which one? And the cosmic egg. Yeah, it's very, very pretty. Okay. Scarlet Moon says, I like the bat. Yeah, very dramatic. I had a series of incidents where I was seeing it literally in my life. Bats were in my house, but I would go places and I would see bat again. So this is for spiritual folks who are open-minded. At first, I was scared about bat, but I started to research them and literally ended up being like, wow, we need more bats. Bats have a huge amount to do with, they catch thousands of bugs in a night. If you have bats in your area, they literally catch and eat bugs that we really don't want, like mosquitoes. They're part of the ecosystem. They're not evil. They're not like, vampire movies. Okay, though there is a vampire bat. Let me pull a couple more just to show you from this deck. And then I will put the link to the deck below. Let's see, what's this? Ah, just fish. Okay. Water, fluidity, I would think, flexibility. Let's see. BB says swan. Let me put you up. Yeah, the swan was beautiful. Yeah. What is this? Oh, whale. And when I do pull upside down, I think it is significant. And I'll show you some of them. Okay. So get some tea. Just hang out with me if you have any questions. So whale. So she's got a lot of yellow, blue, but again, a lot of line work. Her art is very linear. Even the dark areas, she's just filled them up with line. So that's whale. Let me pull some more. Let's see. So I literally haven't looked at all of them. Oh, hummingbird. Okay, this one is one of my favorites, guys. Hummingbird. Isn't that pretty? Hummingbird, what I know of it, typically has to do actually with like refinement of the senses because it's very much about sweetness. It's a very delicate bird in a way, delicate in the sense of it's sort of about the beauty and the sensuality and the sweetness of life. I'm very much drawn to hummingbird, right? They constantly have to be feeding though because their metabolism is so fast. I've heard that they just constantly need to be getting nectar. So there's a certain delicacy to them. Oh, sea serpent. Okay, so some of these are just, and you can see he's swallowing. Let me just see, like swallowing. It's got an egg, and then it's like going to swallow its own tail, and then she made like an eye. So some of them are mythological. Don't you love how, can you see how that top circle moves as I shift it? Because it's like metallic. So it's a really beautiful deck. Let me just do one more, and then I will pull some cards for you. Okay, so this was upside down, and this is zebra. I was doing some shamanic work and got zebra for someone. And interestingly enough, it really resonated for her. And she had been given a pin or something that had a zebra on it, and that connected her to a whole thing by a friend of hers. It had meaning for her. And when I got zebra, I was like, huh, I don't know, zebra. But you guys know I do some shamanic. I integrate it with my seeing. So Scarlet Moon says, I'm just going to read it. I have an autoimmune disorder, and I went into a shamanic drumming trance, and I felt like I was turning into a bat. Afterwards, I learned that they are researching bats to help heal autoimmune disorders. Scarlet Moon, exactly. These are things that are hard to explain to those who can't follow it. But exactly. So I put it up on the screen so folks could read it. So shamanically, she was shown this information that she wouldn't have had any other way of knowing. This is, again, it still ties to our intuition and that in our modern world we're cut off from. So they're researching bats to help heal autoimmune disorders, right? So I also, with bats have echolocation. They're able to, they're able to kind of find things in the dark. So they're really quite a special, even on a spiritual level, they're quite a special animal, quite a special creature. So I would investigate Scarlet Moon. I would investigate more, do more work. That may be an ally for you. Very likely. Very likely. Like I said, in our culture, we view them as scary. But that's not so in many other cultures. They literally see what they do. They give them positive attributes. Like, I didn't even know this. I think bats are like super communal. Like when they're all together, they stay all together and keep each other warm. Like they actually have a lot of good to us as humans, a good lot of good attributes. Let's see. Homeschool Mama says, hummingbird is beautiful. We have hummingbirds visit us in our yard. They love the nectar in your trees. Oh, nice. That is really nice. That is really nice. I'm going to show some more because, like I said, I have not looked at all the cards in this deck. Turtle. Many of you know that some Native American cultures saw the US as a turtle or related it to turtle. And the US from above does have a turtle-like shape. I think we saw Crow. Did we see Crow? Isn't that cool? I love how she uses the color Firefly, right? Kind of illumination there, tiny little thing, but very powerful, brings its own light. Panther, look at that. She really kept the sense of night with all the black in the background. But again, to differentiate the panther, she's got some white in there just to separate the shape. So panther, bee, very, very powerful. We are losing our bees. We're losing our bees. K, Humorob. Sorry if I messed up your name. Let's see. I'm really not doing okay spiritually right now, physically and mentally too. Apparently, there's some spiritual warfare I'm undergoing. I'm highly intuitive, but my gifts seem stagnant. That's a great question. I am getting for you right away movement, that you need to do some movement. Do you, and again, yoga is free now. You can find so many videos on the internet. You need to do some movement. And I also have 3 videos about grounding, centering, and shielding. So grounding yourself, connecting into the energy of the earth, Mother Gaia, centering with your breath or your spine, just staying within yourself, and then shielding yourself. So you definitely need to do some shielding practices, just working with your mind and creating a sense of a shield around you is what I'm getting. Okay. So let's go back up. Give me a comment, yes, if you would like me to pull a card. I will see how many I can do. And hey, I see the numbers going up. I am Viv. I am an intuitive, a healer, teach meditation, primarily mindfulness, but also working with the chakras, which I think should come later. That is not really a beginner practice. Okay. Kumar Rob says yes. Scarlet Moon says yes. Okay, and I'm going to go in the order of who was here. So Scarlet Moon was here. I'm going to pull a card for you. And again, I have to read the book because I think it's so cute. And it's really thick. And it's like, I'm afraid I'm going to break it because it is so small. It's like, ugh. It's like hard to open it, but I don't want to like really break the pages out. Wow, I'm just seeing they're actually sewn in. So it's a very high quality. The make of it is very high quality. So let me go with Scarlet Moon first. Oh, and someone else I don't think I saw before. Hi. So, Kay, who your name is so hard. I guess you don't. Is it K and then Humor Rob or Humor AB? So I'm just gonna say K, KHU. So what do you think about doing some shielding? That's what I'm getting. That you need some shielding and also to strengthen your physical body. Your physical body. Maybe even some strength training. Scarlet Moon. For Scarlet Moon, Fire Ant. Wow. I have not gotten this one for myself yet, so this will be interesting. So for Scarlet Moon, she got Fire Ant. Let's see what that is. That I'm definitely getting that has some sense of like stay back, protectiveness. Okay, so first you have to look for the symbol because it's not in a clear order. That's the one thing I don't like about this little book. So she organizes it by category, but using the symbol, right? And there's like there's a page where it changes. So hang on. So yeah, this is the fire category, which is interesting. I would more maybe put that as earth, that triangle, that's fire. So this is for Scarlet Moon, Fire Ant. So let's see, the thick little book, I've got to get through it. Panther, tarantula. Okay. I've never shamanically seen tarantula, has never come to me. Fire ant, tiger, cobra, lion. Hold on. Fire ant. Okay, this is what it says for fire ant. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. I'm just going to give you when it's balanced. So Scarlet Moon, when it's in balance, thoughtful, disciplined. When out of balance, argues, and excess heat gossips. So yeah, it's a sense of like almost attacking. So fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. So that's so interesting because as I was even like reading the previous part I got, this person needs to cool off. Scarlet Moon, and yes, you said you have autoimmune. This energetically, I feel like relates to that. Again, not giving health advice, but more, it's hard to explain. So fire ant, right? And the autoimmune system being flared up. There's some sense that you may need some sort of cooling. And are there emotions like anger that you have had to deal with in the past, Scarlet Moon? Yeah, Scarlet Moon is saying they've never gotten this one. So I'll read a little bit more. Yeah, it is a sense of, they actually say, how can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. So there's some sort of heat imbalance, could link it to maybe being, yeah, yeah. I have a lot of repressed anger from past traumas. Um, Again, this is more spiritually, this is not medical advice. And you have, yeah, you have trouble with your liver key. So folks, there are a lot of folks who won't be following us, but I can tell you, you know this already. So I pull this for you. So yeah, if you could heal a lot of the, and any of else of you watching, if you could heal some of the repressed anger and rage, it's literally affecting your body, but possibly, right? It's affecting your stress level, which then, of course, definitely affects your hormones, affects your body. So, yeah, and the liver in Chinese medicine is linked with anger, is the frustration, and then anger is the emotion that imbalances it. So, yep, so this is accurate. So, if you can find a way to release and to cool, you might want to consider going to a Chinese herbalist or acupuncture, Scarlet. And so that is accurate. She kind of confirms that because she knows, definitely she's had, I can tell you've done some research into it and you already know this is an issue. Western medicine is not quite up to it yet, but a lot of the our emotions, repressed emotions, might be part of the causative factor of illness. So yeah. Let me go up to Kumo. Hey, Kumo. Yes, I see. Okay. Yeah, Kumo. But you could see how it's hard for somebody to know how to read it. Is it KH? And yeah. So Kumo. I'm going to pull for Kumo. And again, some of you watching in the replay, this is going to resonate for you. Okay, one of the people that I pull cards for. And I'm just going to turn some around. Some can be upside down. And this is from The Pocket Animal Spirit by Kim Krans. And this is for Kumo. Kumo. Lamb. Oh, wow. So that's so sweet. That's the opposite of fire ant for sure. Let's look this up. Isn't that a sweet card? Ah, and again, right away you get a feeling, right? Lamb. Let me just look by the symbol or else it's going to take forever. Buffalo lamb. Okay. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. Peaceful, prophetic, and patient. I'm going to go first to imbalance. When this energy, the lamb energy, is in balance, and I did pull it upright, at least I think I did. Let's read it upright. It says knowingness and inner peace. That is really beautiful, Kumo. Kumo says, I will certainly try it out. I have not yet. Whether you mean yoga, maybe some sort of physical activity that has a spiritual component, whether Tai Chi or something like that, feels like you need to really tune into your physicality. If you feel like you're being energetically attacked, it's often because the body itself is weak and not boundaried. You're welcome, Scarlet Moon. So Kumo, do you resonate with Lamb? When out of balance, this card is, it's quiet, timid, and concerned, but Here, it's knowingness and inner peace. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. That's interesting. It's telling you to take in advice. Wow. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Yeah. I mean, in religions, right? The lamb is just seen as such a beautiful, gentle creature. So, my advice, yeah. Okay, well, you have to. I mean, you have to strengthen yourself, Kumo. What do you do? Like, what you feel that you are under? Let me go back up. Not doing okay spiritually, physically, and mentally right now. Some spiritual warfare I'm undergoing. What makes you think it's, well, let me ask a better question. You're highly intuitive, but your gifts seem stagnant. Yeah. So stagnation, let's take that. This because this can help many people. Stagnation is when your energy isn't moving, right? It's like a pool that's just sitting still of like water that's just got stuff in it and it's no fresh circulation. So stagnancy, and that's so funny. Right away, I went to exercise. That's what I get. Yeah. It represents, well, a lamb can sometimes be almost like there's a sacrificial lamb. So I'm wondering if there's a religious aspect for you with the lamb imagery. It may or may not be. But are you coming from a background where you may feel like you have to be a martyr? That's actually that jumped out at me when I first pulled it, but I didn't say it because the lamb, right, the sacrificial lamb and its meekness, but it wasn't pulled upside down. So I'm not really reading it too much into the negative. Again, balance, quiet, timid, concerned. Approaches gentle creature with utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. Yeah. Meditation is definitely going to help. It's definitely going to help. And they say, so the lamb is representing me to actually reach balance. So I need to exercise, and I'm expecting communication from what I've been told to me by a seer, so it adds up. Yes, if somebody's going to communicate with you, and I say this on my channel all the time, this is for everyone. We don't have enough time where we're quiet and listening, and that's why I keep encouraging meditation. Because the society is trying to take us into our phones. The society wants us to be obsessed with our phones. That's why they're putting everything in here. Oh, there's a health app. You have to use your phone. How much did you sleep? You have to use your phone. You don't have to use your phone for all of this, but it makes them money. It makes you make a monthly payment. It makes people money. So yes, I'm getting your energy is like this lamb. It's very gentle. It's very sweet. And so balance it with quiet, with meditation. But my sense is also you need to really look into how can I energetically shield myself if indeed there is an outside attack. But also you didn't answer. I'm getting a sense that there may be some sort of, from your religious background, a sense of like martyrdom or that suffering is good. I'd be really curious if that's something from your past, because that's what I'm getting a little bit. Who else would like a reading? So let me know. Let me know, Kumo. I'm really interested. Is there a religious background for you? And maybe it's in your heritage of the lamb resonating. Okay, let me put the lamb back in. Very occasionally I'll have cards repeat. Yeah. And so comments, questions. Who else said yes? Was it, let's see, it was Scarlet Moon, Kumo, and yes, Soul. Soul inspired. Kumo says, yeah. Kumo says, I went through a double loss in 2023, so I've been healing from grief. Yeah, so you're a little bit, your energy, grief, is a draining energy. Okay, that's absolutely no blame. You've just been going through grief. So I would really focus, like I said, I'm getting very strongly, you need to focus on your physical body, your health, and strengthening. And like I said, even strength training. You need to basically rebuild yourself because, yeah, grief is a draining energy. Oh, my husband and father passed 5 months apart. I'm so sorry for your loss. So a loss, and it's interesting, of a masculine energy. Do you guys see that? So a loss, husband and a father. So a lot of loss of a masculine energy in your life. That is interesting. Okay. And I will get to also homeschool mama. So again, those of you watching, I'm pulling now for soul inspired. Okay. I'm going to keep shuffling and I need to kind of break the deck a little bit. I am very tuned in. It's hard to do it with like super bright lights and I'm talking to you, to keep you engaged versus just going quiet like I would do more doing a reading, but I'm still definitely getting hits. Yeah, I think there's a religious component to Kumo that you may need to deal with. Okay, so soul inspired. Okay, this wants to come up. Okay, so upside down. It's dolphin. Oh, such sweetness. Dolphin. Beautiful, beautiful creatures of the sea. I feel that dolphins and whales are a big part of maintaining peace on our planet. So let's look up and see exactly what she says to them, to this particular one. So far, it seemed right on target. Okay, and there are a lot of them. Okay, these are the water creatures. So hold on, I got crocodile, you did not get crocodile. You got dolphin. Let me know if you have any connection to dolphin, as many people do. It's a very high frequency animal, I feel like. It's very, very spiritual creature. Okay, highly, innately intelligent. Healer light blessings. When in balance, the dolphin energy is an active healer, strong spiritual practice. When out of balance, which I did not get, but I'll share for the audience, right? I pull this upright yeah. What's interesting? Let me think for a second. Did I flip it as I pulled it? I'm going to read the out of balance. Underestimates their own power. So when it's out of balance, when it's reversed, underestimates their own power. How to bring it back in balance? Be with like-minded spirits. I'm just getting, they use sound a lot, and mixing whales and dolphins, but there's something about sound, soul inspired, that could be helpful for you. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. Dolphin personalities are often drawn to the healing arts as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working at the level of spirit. Yeah, I'm getting that sound. Let me know, soul. There's something about sound that could be healing for you. And of course, connecting in with the dolphin energy. Let me know if you have an innate connection with them. Oh, that's good, Kumo. Yeah, I'll put your comment up on the screen. So dolphin. There's a sweetness to dolphin too. It's again, I would class it as a feminine type of energy. There's a sweetness, there's a fluidity, communication and sound and energy is very important. Okay, I'm going to put dolphin back and wait to see if there's a comment. Soul Inspired. Oh, Soul Inspired said, yes, I'm a healer and an intuitive. So yeah, there's something to do with sound for you and the water. Maybe there's a new modality that you're to explore, but I definitely get that dolphin could be a spirit ally for you to work with. Yes, yes. Isn't that cool, you guys? Guys watching from the future, because most of the folks watching the replay, they are saying that yes, indeed, they do have a connection to dolphin. It's for very sensitive people. It's a very sensitive energy. It's a very sensitive creature. Yes. You have to find new people to connect to. Well, consider actually joining my channel membership because I do put out spiritual just videos and guidance, and I do a live once a month off of the public YouTube. So that might be a nice way to start. But yeah, I'm getting, it's not so much like the others, I gave them things to do. I think for you also is just connecting into that dolphin energy, water, and water music. There's something about water music sound. Okay, cool. Yes, I would love to. Actually, everyone, if you like my channel and you can consider becoming a channel member, I've been putting out a lot of videos recently on manifestation, but like I said, I do that monthly live where it's just really open. I'm leaving it open to avoid putting pressure on myself because right now it's a small group. And so I don't want to plan this whole thing and have one or two people show up. So I'm keeping it open now that we come together and grow it from there. But it's a way to access live with me and to be more private. It's not public out on YouTube. So consider you could click the join button. I would love to have you. Wow. Okay. They say it's amazing as I miss the ocean and I'm very sensitive, but I'm often looked as powerful and strong, but I'm also very sensitive. Yeah. You miss the ocean. Yeah, I was getting the ocean as well and water for you. So maybe ultimately you might want to relocate back to water, whether it's the ocean. It may not have to be the ocean, but ultimately maybe a place. I'm also getting maybe Hawaii. I don't know, it just flashed into my mind. Of course, I feel like Hawaii is a cliche because it's so beautiful. It's very, very expensive, but soul inspired are you? And I'm just shuffling the cards to break the energy for the next person. Are you interested in Hawaii? There are many that say that Hawaii was actually, I believe it's Lemuria. For me, I was told that, in way ancient times, I was out in that area as a shaman. Yeah, you're welcome. No, it's really nice. Nice to connect in with other spiritual folks. I also have been getting soul. I don't know, are you on YouTube at all? I've been getting a little inkling that maybe I should do a group where I help people who want to build their spiritual business, their spiritual work, right? And reclaim the word business because business should be serving others. And of course, you need remuneration as well because you need to eat, you need to have food, you need your health taken care of. So let me know, even just here in the chat, I'm getting inklings that I may want to offer just people who want to start a YouTube channel to share their spiritual work. Okay, I'm going to pull for one more person. And yes, that is Homeschool Mama. Homeschool Mama, the videos are up for a year from the program, and you have the login. Okay, so this is for Homeschool Mama. Let me go up and put her on the screen. So far, just batting 100, tuning into my crown chakra, and this is for you, Elephant. Homeschool Mama, this is so interesting because before I started, Elephant popped out of the deck. So Elephant, very, very powerful. Let's see. Now she puts Elephant with fire where I would put Elephant with earth, but so that is interesting to me. I'm pretty sure she put Elephant with fire, and I was like, okay, I would definitely put them with earth. Okay, let me just check before I say that. Yeah. Yep, she has them under fire. So the message here, it's unstoppable, auspicious, and wise. Do you know that elephants have this incredible memory? And where there's literally a video on YouTube, it is not AI, where the elephants walk through a lodge, you guys. The elephant's like a huge elephant. It's open. I believe it's in Africa. The elephant just come peacefully. They're not trying to rampage. They come in, they walk through the lobby and they continue on their way because that is on the path of where they're going to get water. And so they're like, we're going through here, excuse me. And they just majestically walk through. Nobody bothers them. Nobody tries to stop them. So I had to share that story. So when in balance, Homeschool Mama, it says one pointed, focused, generous, and loving. It's also quite strong matriarchal culture. They're very protective. They're very smart. Another video, this is something they do if they have a little baby and there's somebody trying to attack. They formed a circle, you guys. The elephants formed a circle with their butts. The baby would stay in the middle. And so facing out are all these powerful protective elephants, like you're not getting to that child, you're not getting to our child. They make a circle, and so there's one in like each direction, obviously depending on how many they are. I was so moved by that. Strongly matriarchal, strongly matriarchal. Yeah, isn't that cool? they they're very smart. They are often also linked with just abundance. They're very much about the earth. They're stable, and powerful. So that's really interesting. Let me read you a little more, homeschool mama. The elephant is arguably the most auspicious figure in the deck. Like Ganesh is the one of the Hindu gods that is an aspect of one god, but is said to remove obstacles. Now you could see why humans would see an elephant with its sheer size, right? That it could remove obstacles. Just walking, it clears a path. So there's some message for you I'm getting here, homeschool mama, that path can be cleared for you, that there's power there. The elephant represents immense wisdom as well as good fortune. It is said that the great elephant is the destroyer of obstacles. So if this card appears when you feel stuck, rest assured the path will soon become clear. To add to the mystery, the elephant is also known to create obstacles in order to steer us into the right direction. Trust this gentle, noble creature. It illuminates the way with the light of self-knowledge. So that is for you, homeschool mama. I'm really curious. Talk back to me. Is there something where you feel like you need a breakthrough? Because again, that clearing the path is about like moving through an obstacle. I'd be really, oh, let's see. I have an elephant on my arm. That is amazing. Seriously? You have an elephant tattoo or you're wearing jewelry? I assume you mean a tattoo, but that is so cool. You guys, you can't make this stuff up. You have an elephant on your arm. You're really drawn to I was really drawn to them. Okay, so stay drawn to them. Maybe in your ancestry there is a connection. Okay, so this is a little more far out than I, talk about. I may go more in this direction, but again, shamanically, you may have an ancestral connection to elephant in your lineage. Okay. So elephant is in Africa and also Asia. I believe there are elephants in some parts of Asia as well. Elephants always revered, always seen as powerful. I would, for you, if you are open to it, just maybe put an elephant statue in your home, or just if you can tune into it. So yeah, is that a tattoo? Let me know if it's a tattoo. When you said you have an elephant on your arm, I'm pretty sure it's a tattoo. You could though have like I love those. I don't wear them, but like an arm bracelet, like up here. I think it's very nice and beautiful and very goddessy. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to pause there and rest. And I know I need to eat because it does take energy to tune into you. I would say if I was working with you shamanically, so she says, yes, I have a tattoo. I do feel like I need a breakthrough because I've been feeling stuck in so many areas of my life. Goddess, I know it may feel outside of your tradition. I don't know, specifically, but you have the meditation tools with what we practice in soulful mindfulness. You could just try to tune into elephant or even just watch videos of them and how they behave, how they are with their babies. Like I said, you do not, oh my gosh, I just saw a video, you guys. Some guys were taking like a, a tour, wildlife tour. They were in the water and the elephant thought they were too close to her babies. Oh my God, this elephant, and the guy's filming, this elephant is coming right at him, overturns the boat, could have trampled them, okay? Because the water maybe was like 3 or 4 feet deep. Okay, elephant is huge. You literally see in the video, the elephant is coming at them. The boat overturns, one guy's in the water, the other one is back, still trying to film because they got too close to the babies. And the mama elephant is like, no, this is not a tourist area. This is my child. So a strong sense of protection. All of these creatures, we are interconnected through life with all of them, through the creator with all of them. So I would really tune in and see if you can get some sort of insight or how to break through this blockage, this feeling stuck. Because while the elephant is a very big animal, it also moves very powerfully, right? And yeah, there's a reason you got that tattoo, meaning there is some, like I said, I'm getting for you, there's an ancestral connection where your people were connected with the elephant as an animal in their environment, maybe 300, 400 further back in time, where they lived harmoniously, an elephant would pass through or migrate through. Um, yeah, yeah, just a thought. All right, so I'm going to end it here. Those of you watching in the replay, folks, comment, consider becoming a channel member. I am still talking about manifestation in there. I do some behind the scenes of what I'm doing, where I am, just what I'm up to. And again, I'll continue talking about manifestation for the channel members this month and also the month of January. So you can join for, I think, even like $4.99. You are welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, if you got a tattoo at some point, you were really connected to, and like I said, mama, you need that energy. It's strong. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with an elephant, especially when the children are around. It can stomp things out of its way. It can sweep with its trunk. I mean, it's a very, very powerful creature, very root chakra. And so maybe there's something with the root chakra. You need to stabilize that a little bit. Okay. So you guys, you can work with me. Links will be below the video. Give me like maybe an hour. I'll put any links. You could get a reading. I also do an energy clearing of the chakras. That is a distant energy practice that you could get as well. So there are a lot of different ways to work with me. And so I'm going to close there. Stay blissed and blessed. Have a beautiful week. We'll see if I keep doing lives a couple times a week at least, if not every day, at least about 3 times a week. We'll just keep going. All right. Love you guys. Bye.